female firsts in history didn't just have to contend with the normal difficulties faced by pioneers. We women also had to overcome the foolish and incorrect opinion that we couldn't achieve great things. Thankfully, many brave and inspiring women didn't let silly ideas like that stop them.
Ladies, put down your crochet or whatever domestic frivolity you're currently engaged in, and pay attention to this important warning. Never try to cross the Atlantic in an aeroplane on your own. Your weak and frail bodies are not up to the task. But don't take my word for it. Ask this gentleman.
I'm Amelia Earhart, and I was the second person of either sex to fly across the Atlantic solo.
Help! He's a lady.
I broke records, flew dangerous missions, and won the U.S. Distinguished Flying Cross.
Good for you. Aren't you clever? While clever ladies like Miss Amelia Earhart may fly aeroplanes, if their husbands allow them, it is unladylike to fly aeroplanes during a war. The traumas will be too much for your fragile minds to take. But don't take my word for it. Ask these brave gentlemen of the RAF.
I'm Pauline Gower, and I created the women's section of the ATA, the Air Transport Auxiliary.
Heavens, all the men are all ladies. My moustache has fallen off in shock.
We were known as the Atta Girls, and not only did we fly the planes, we also flew broken ones, which was much more dangerous.
Does anyone have any smelling salts? I'm feeling a little.
I'm Joy Lofthouse, and we flew everything from Spitfires to long-range bombers.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Even in the 1940s, we were paid the same as men.
It's the same.
It was the first time the British government agreed equal pay for equal work.
Listen, ladies, this is ridiculous. You just can't. Girlies, women, be warned. Idiots like me will say you can't do things just because you're female. Don't listen. Very good. Which one of you clever gals did the typing?
Hello, I am Valentina Tereshkova, proud Russian and first lady to go into space. But what happened during my 3-day orbit of planet Earth? Did I, A, get terrible nosebleeds, B, couldn't stop sneezing, C, kept being sick? And the answer is C. In space, many cosmonauts feel sick from lack of gravity. I did much puking, and also leg hurt, and couldn't leave seat for 3 days, and nearly died when orbit calculations wrong, and nose smashed on helmet, and then nearly drowned when parachute landed near big leg. But apart from that, best fun ever! Highly recommend. 2 vertical thumbs.
Is this a fair trial, or just a mockery? I am Queen Mary. There's no escape from your trickery. No lawyer to depend or witnesses to defend me. Your Honor, I killed no one. You expect me to confess that I'd bump off good Queen Bess. Treason, I call Walsingham, Lord Altrincham, 'cause these letters are fakes.
Phony, you're going down. I can prove the real.
And I was Queen of Scotland once, you clown.
Please do not carry on. You are guilty, now admit it.
Mary's refusing to admit her guilt. What a shock, what a shame, a complete and utter scandal. From Alton and Babington, say Queen Bess you'd ever done in.
To the scaffold!
To the scaffold!
To the scaffold!
To the scaffold!
To the scaffold she must go!
I'm Queen, you're vile, I demand a fair trial.
Goodness gracious, is that the time already? Don't spare the horses, time to go home.
If she's guilty, then I must sentence her to die. But that would make me a killer queen, so I scary That's not how my week goes.
What Cleo did next. Cleopatra has arrived in Rome with new beau Julius Caesar. But there are two problems. One, their marriage isn't recognised by Roman law. And two, he already has a wife, Calpurnia.
I've got two husbands. What's the problem?
Didn't Ptolemy get killed?
Different Ptolemy. I've been married to, 3? Didn't I tell you I got married again? This one's my other brother. Egyptian tradition. Yes. I've got two husbands and Caesar has two wives. I'm the one in Egypt and Calpurnia's the one in Rome. Isn't that right, Caesar? Simple.
But you're in Rome with him now.
Yes, and I love it. And they love me.
Cleopatra is hotter property than ever, and her extravagant style is taking Rome by storm. The homes, the jewels, the Roman ladies are loving it.
She is so beautiful and so bling. I love the Egyptian hairstyles. But stupid Roman law only lets us girls wear half an ounce of jewellery.
Cleopatra wears about a bucket full. We've never felt so inadequate. We love her!
But it's not just the girls' heads Cleopatra is turning.
Mark Antony, what are your thoughts on this?
Hubba.
Pardon?
Put it in my pigeonhole.
But what does Cleopatra think?
I'm just gonna...
About all the male attention.
Mark Antony is the next most powerful man in Rome, and I heard he drives a chariot pulled by lions. But seriously, my Caesar's the only man for me. Get used to me, Rome. Caesar ain't going nowhere, and neither am I. Together forever.
Julius Caesar has been assassinated.
Oh no! Not my beloved! Oh, the light of my life!
Has anyone here seen Mark Antony?
This is a tale of twists and plots and how rulers advance. About young Mary Queen of Scots, although brought up in France.
It is the time of Tudor rule, the English court is grumpy.
They think that Mary wants the throne, it don't half make them jumpy.
Mary was quite scary to Queen Liz the First.
Don't want to own your English throne.
She bloomin' does.
Liz cursed. Elizabeth first called the shots, saw Mary as a threat. So was she headed Queen of Scots for troubled times?
You bet!
Previously on Mary Queen of Scots, a child is born to King James V of Scotland.
Great news, Your Majesty. Your wife's had a baby girl. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Your Majesty! No! He's dead!
A new leader will rule.
I crown you Mary, Queen of Scots.
An infant queen forced to flee Scotland as her mother receives shock news.
Henry VIII wants Mary to marry his son, Prince Edward, over my dead body.
Mary, you are going to France. Pick 4 friends to take with you.
Mary, 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 and Mary.
That'll be fun at passport control.
A Scottish queen sent to live in France.
Wait. Welcome to France. Now, first things first, let us get your boyfriend.
Forced to marry at 17, but destined for the French throne.
You may now kiss the bride.
My father is dead.
Oh.
Now I am king, and you are Queen of France.
Get in! Yes!
We shall rule France and Scotland together for decades to come.
I don't know. I don't feel so well.
Mary, Queen of Scots and France, to be continued right now.
Our brave Flo hadn't gone to the Crimea to have a good time. She was there to help the wounded soldiers at the hospital. But that wasn't as simple as it sounds, especially as the soldiers were as terrified of going to the hospital as they were of the enemy.
What's happened, soldier? Oh, you're in a bad way.
Oh, well, this, sir? Nah, that's nothing, sir. You carry on, sir. Yep.
I mean, there does seem to be quite a nasty wound on your leg.
What? Nah, looks all right to me, sir.
It doesn't to me.
What, that? Nah, it's fine, sir. It's fine. I can still wiggle my toes, see?
Look, there's no easy way to say this, but I'm afraid I think you...
No, sir. Please don't say it, sir.
You're going to have to go to the hospital.
Oh, not the hospital, sir. Anything but the hospital, sir. It's filthy. No one comes out of there alive. Yeah, I hated that leg anyway, so it was slowing me down.
Pull yourself together. It's not that bad in the hospital.
Please don't send me to the hospital in Scutari, sir. I can't stand it. Just leave me on the battlefield to live longer. Got a wife and kid at home, sir, and a cat.
I'm sorry, son. But you are going to the hospital.
Ah! He's going back, sir. It's all right. Ah!
Soldiers really were terrified of coming to Scutari Hospital, and for good reason. Lots more soldiers were dying from diseases they caught here than from their wounds. The hospital was even built on a sewer, meaning patients were drinking dirty water and wading through poo. Sounds great. But our plucky Flo got straight to work, making the hospital cleaner, feeding and clothing the patients, and helping them exercise. Finally, the injured soldiers were being treated with the respect they deserved. No wonder they loved her so much.
Because you see, it's all about this base. Nobody's healed. This hospital's a waste of space, worse than the battlefield. It's all about this nurse, made it less worse, so we all hail the lady with the lamp.
Me, Florence Nightingale. Don't like red painted walls.
That's blood, Mom.
Ooh, probably doesn't help. You've built this on a sewer. Those Russians good at killing our men in Crimea, but not half as good as this place. Central Station diarrhea. First I brought in some towels, so when emptying their bowels, then at least their bodies were clean.
Isn't funny.
Help them get off their backs, offering tasty fresh snacks in the hospital canteen.
Yummy, yummy.
Took one look at the squalor and cases of cholera, sores and dysentery.
Poorly tummy.
And then here's the surprise, bought the stolen supplies back with my own money.
Because you see, it's all about this base,
Don't get annoyed. I'll get a brand new pillowcase, clear all trace of typhoid.
It's all about this nurse, fortune's reverse. At the double, helping soldiers feel less worse. Don't need a hearse.
No trouble. Took my light round at night, checked the men were all right and not suffering too much pain.
Feeling pinky.
Most of all, I was spying, checked nurses weren't lying, but doing what they were saying.
Pretty sneaky.
I ensured that the kitchen dished out good nutrition and everyone got enough.
Bubble and squeaky.
And found that over time that the deaths did decline.
Turns out she sure knows her stuff.
Because it's all about this base sanitation, all about control of disease incubation.
Yes, it's all about this nurse and how she turned her abhorrence of this curse into a cleaner universe. Cheers, Florence.
Wow, what an honour. Tim Manchester, director. Can I just say how psyched I am to have a real-life action hero, Joan of Arc, on board. I'm just a huge fan of your work, and I want to do your story justice.
Merci.
So, this is the scene where you see the English, and you're just going to slay him with a killer line. Now, I want it to be authentic, I want it to come from you, but if it could be something that's, like, really blockbustery, that'd be great. Loving it, Joni. Good luck.
Action! Here comes the Englishman.
I will do them very great harm and drive them out of all France, body for body.
You witch? That was magic. I'm just thinking, would you be more likely to say something like, I'm gonna kick these Brits right up the English Channel? No? Okay, well, you're the Joan of Arc.
Moving on. Next scene. Okay, cue Joni. And action.
Oh, right in the eye.
Dear the English, I should send you my letter more decently, but you detain my hands.
Cut! Lovely stuff, Joni. What if it said, here's one in the eye for you, then we cut to you and you give a cheeky wink to camera?
Ooh. No, so she doesn't like that.
Okay.
You have a message.
Don't call me Joni. Got it. You're the hero. Loving your work, Joni. Joan! Joan of Arc. Okay, next scene. Places, people, and action.
It is over. I have been caught by the Burgundians.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
No, I'm not saying ooh sounds painful after caught by the Burgundians.
Okay. You're right. You're a star. You're a real star. Get me Boudica's agent.
I'm world-famous pop artist Andy Warhol. Now, I've mixed with some of the greatest artists of the 20th century. And if there's one thing I've learned over the years, it's always wear green pants. Seriously, that's what I do. I only wear green pants. Fabulous. I mean, normally I buy them green, but this pair I haven't washed for a while. Moldy pants. Strangely comforting.
Top tip, Mr. Warhol. Okay, it's finally finished, and from cave art to the Renaissance to Surrealism, I've used them all in my masterpiece, in a new style I call post-Rodentism. Or as one critic called it, rubbish. I'm thinking of titling it The Moaning Cheeser. The Moaning Cheeser. Suit yourself. Okay, can I start the bidding at 1.5 billion? No? Okay, 1.4 billion? No? How about a quid? Now, it looks like I've got a long way to go to match this last incredible painting by Leonardo da Vinci. It hangs in the Louvre Museum in Paris, and it's probably the most famous piece of art of all time. And it's got a pretty mysterious history, too. Over to you, Mona. Or is it Lisa?
Hello, it's me. The most famousest painting in history. 10 million see me every year, not hanging in the Louvre, but in the Louvre here. Hello, it's me. From the other side of that you see, I'm Lisa Gherardini who posed for this. My husband wants a portrait of his missus. I modeled at the start, then the story gets shady. Under her is painted another Mona lady. Is this picture me or someone like me? Is this Lisa Misa? It's a mystery. Though my husband was the owner, was there another Mona? No one knows the real history.
Hello, it's me. I'm the one they call the Code Da Vinci. Not just an artist, I'm a procrastinator. If you don't know what that means, then I will tell you later. Hello, Raphael. My student's going to copy this and make a sale.
This painting is incredibly profound. Please stop, those eyes are following me around. Her enigmatic smile, a visual delight.
You think so? Nah, still not quite right. Picture's not good enough for someone like me. For 15 years those hands have been bothering me. No, my legacy will last. I may be great, but I'm not fast. And you wonder why I lived in poverty.
Patience, one day, this great work of art will hang in the bedroom of Bonaparte. Most expensive pick of all, you better believe it. People gonna vandalize, forge and steal it.
If I wanted it back, what must I bid?
I'm said to be worth 1.5 billion quid.
What?
Then I was stolen cause someone liked me. That was when I gained notoriety. Peaceful life ain't been attacked by red paint. Now bulletproof glass protects me.
Mums like mine have been getting involved with their kids' lives throughout history. Take Alexander the Great's mum. She certainly looked out for him, and everyone else had to watch out for her.
dear.
Z, for Zeus. Your daughter's wedding, you must be so proud.
I am, darling. My husband, Philip, is very excited.
Oh, my husband, Philip's really excited too.
Well, he would be, darling, because it's the same husband.
His other 5 wives are all here too. It's so amazing. Hi, wife.
Hi.
Mom!
Alexander, darling, how are you?
I'm great. Oh, but I've got some really bad news, actually.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like Dad, the king, he's been, like, murdered and stuff.
My Philip.
My Philip.
My Philip.
My Philip.
My Philip? My Philip. My Philip.
Yeah, he was on his way to the wedding or something, and then one of his bodyguards, like, totally murdered him. And I was just like,
I have always said that Pausanias is a villain.
Yeah. Wait, how did you know it was Pausanias?
Was it Pausania?
Well, that's quite convenient for you, Olympia.
What did you say, Eurydice?
I mean, that just means that your son, Alexander, gets to be the king now?
Yeah, he does. He is going to be the most powerful man in the kingdom, and no one can tell him what to do.
Gosh, I didn't even
Be
think.
quiet, Alexander.
Yes, Mummy.
Are you saying I arranged to have my own husband killed, Eurydice?
He was my husband too. And also, I got a scroll from someone, I'm not going to say who, that said that you sleep in a bed with snakes.
That's a lie? I don't even know how you could say that.
Mom, I've just heard. Eurydice, who you threw that drink over, I mean, she's like dead.
Well, it was nothing to do with me, if that's what you're thinking. Why would I have Eurydice and her children killed?
I didn't know her children were killed too.
Oh, yeah, no, neither did I. Just guessing.
Horrible Histories.